Okay, let's dive into this. Hello, friends. If you are retired and collecting Social Security, I want you to sit with an uncomfortable possibility for a moment. The check that lands in your account every month may be smaller than the amount you actually earned. This isn't just a theory, it is a reality for a staggering number of retirees today. And what we are going to do in this explainer is unpack exactly how this happens, why it happens, and most importantly, how you can fix it. Period.
Now, I want you to really think about that for a second. The check you rely on, the one you worked decades for, might just be wrong. Not because of some grand scam, right? And not because anyone is intentionally stealing from you. It's actually much simpler and honestly a bit more frustrating. It's because the Social Security system is just, well, it's enormous. It's this massive bureaucratic machine with thousands of buried rules, and it definitely does not go out of its way to proactively tap you on the shoulder and say, hey there, you're actually being shortchanged. No, it will happily pay you that smaller number for the rest of your life and literally never say a word. But here's the good news, and it's why we're here today. In almost every single one of these situations, the money is completely recoverable. Sometimes that means a higher monthly check for the rest of your retirement, and sometimes it's a giant lump sum of back pay you had no idea you were owed. But there's a catch, and it runs through this entire explainer. Social Security is not going to call you. You have to know exactly what to look for, and you have to raise your hand.
So today, we are tackling 5 very specific ways to fix this. We'll cover how to fix your earnings record, claiming higher survivor benefits, stopping Medicare overcharges, claiming hidden benefits, and finally, navigating the new Fairness Act correction. Let's get right into step 1. Number 1 on our list, fixing errors in your earnings record. Okay, so here is something most retirees have absolutely no idea about. Your entire monthly benefit is calculated from a historically imperfect thing called your lifetime earnings record. This is supposed to be the master history of everything you were ever paid, going all the way back to your very first summer job. But let me tell you, it is far from perfect. Missing years are incredibly, unbelievably common. Maybe an old employer reported the wrong number, maybe a whole year just got skipped somehow, or maybe a stretch where you were self-employed just never made it onto the official books. It happens constantly. And here is the actual real-world cost to you. Every single missing or understated year, especially those old hand-recorded W-2s from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, can lower your monthly check by roughly $100 for the rest of your life. I mean, think about that math for a second. Just one simple clerical error from some boss back in 1985 could literally be costing you $1,200 a year right now. If you're retired for 20 years, that's $24,000 just completely gone, all because of a paperwork glitch decades ago. But the fix for this is actually completely free and pretty straightforward. You just need to go to ssa.gov, log into your My Social Security account, and pull up your earnings record. It's all right there. Go down that list year by year and compare it against whatever records you've kept. You know, old W-2s in a filing cabinet, pay stubs, old tax returns. If you spot a year that is missing or looks suspiciously low, you can file a form right there to have it corrected using your documentation. It costs you absolutely nothing to fix. But listen to me on this. The paperwork you need to prove those old earnings gets harder and harder to find every single year you wait. Ink fades, boxes get lost in moves. So please, do this one soon. Do not leave thousands of dollars on the table just because a paper file got misplaced during the Reagan administration. Moving right along to number 2, claiming higher survivor benefits. Are you a widow or widower who might actually be collecting the wrong check? You know, this one honestly breaks my heart because of just how common it is. Here's the rule. When you lose a spouse, you don't get to keep both your benefit and theirs. Instead, you're entitled to the higher of the two numbers. So, picture a scenario where a wife is currently collecting $1,300 on her own work record, while her late husband's benefit was $2,400. If she was never officially moved over to that survivor benefit, she is losing more than $1,000 a month, every single month. And she may have been losing that for years. There's just this huge number of widows and widowers out there who are still sitting on their own smaller benefit, the one they signed up for years ago, simply because nobody ever flipped the switch to put them on the larger survivor benefit. The fix here is super straightforward. But again, you have to be the squeaky wheel. You need to call Social Security directly at 1-800-772-1213. And when you get a representative on the line, say these exact words. I am a widow or widower, and I want to compare my own benefit to my survivor benefit and be paid on whichever is higher. Make them run the actual numbers for you. Oh, and one more thing a lot of folks don't realize. Your own benefit and the survivor benefit are technically separate buckets. So in some cases, you can actually start taking one right now and let the other one grow, then switch to the bigger one later. Ask them about that strategy too while you've got them on the phone. All right, let's look at number 3, stopping Medicare overcharges. Now, this is a trap that quietly overcharges millions of retirees, and it drives people crazy. So for 2026, the standard Medicare Part B premium is roughly $200 a month, $202.90 to be exact. And that just gets pulled straight out of your Social Security check before you even see it. But if your income was higher in a past year, Medicare might be quietly tacking on a hefty surcharge called IMRAA. That stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Sounds like government alphabet soup, right? Well, this alphabet soup can add anywhere from about $70 to over $400 extra a month right on top of your standard premium. Now, here is the absolutely wild part that almost nobody knows. That IMRAA surcharge is based on your tax returns from 2 years ago. 2 full years. So let's say your income just recently dropped because you officially retired, or tragically you lost a spouse, or maybe your work hours just fell. The system doesn't know that yet. You might be paying a massive surcharge based on money you literally do not make anymore. Basically, you're being penalized today for a financial situation you had 24 months ago, even if that situation has completely evaporated. Thankfully, the fix for this is literally a single piece of paper. It's called Form SSA 44. This form exists for one specific reason: to appeal that Medicare surcharge after a life-changing event, like retiring or the death of a spouse. And yet, almost nobody actually files it. If you are currently paying well over $200 a month for your Part B premium and your income has recently gone down, this one simple form could put hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a year right back in your pocket. Just call Social Security and ask them to mail you the SSA 44, or you can just download it for free right now at ssa.gov. It is an incredibly powerful piece of paper that cuts right through that 2-year lag in their computer system. Let's move on to number 4, claiming hidden benefits. We naturally tend to think that Social Security automatically hands you exactly what you deserve, right? Like a calculator just figures it out. But the truth is, there are certain benefits you actually have to explicitly ask for. They're not automatic. Let's look at 3 big ones. First up, if you're married, you might be entitled to a spousal benefit worth up to half of your husband or wife's full benefit. And this is true even if you barely worked outside the home yourself, yet a shocking number of people never claim it. Second, if you waited past your full retirement age to file for Social Security, you can actually request up to 6 months of retroactive benefits. They pay this to you as a one-time lump sum, which on a typical monthly check can mean thousands of dollars hitting your bank account all at once. And third, if you are divorced, but you were married to your ex for at least 10 years, you may be entitled to benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record. So many people just assume that once you're divorced, you're cut off from that. Not true. The fix for all of these requires you to take the steering wheel. When you are sitting in that office or on the phone with Social Security, do not just blindly accept the very first number they hand you. You need to ask them directly, am I eligible for a spousal benefit? How about a divorced spouse benefit? What about any retroactive payments? You are entirely within your rights to ask them to run the math on every single benefit you might possibly qualify for. Make them do the calculations. That's what they're there for. And finally, number 5, the Fairness Act correction. So there has been a lot of noise on the internet about this recently, so let's cut right through it. For over 40 years, there were 2 extremely controversial rules called WEP and GPO. Basically, these rules severely cut and sometimes completely eliminated Social Security checks for public workers. We're talking teachers, firefighters, police officers, postal workers, people who earned a pension from a government job that didn't pay into Social Security. Well, a law signed in January 2025 fully repealed both of those old rules and made it retroactive back to January 2024. But here is exactly what you need to know about getting your money. If you are already collecting a reduced benefit, your correction has very likely already happened automatically. Social Security processed around 3.1 million of these payments, roughly $17 billion, and largely finished that massive project by 2026. If that's you, you're good. You don't need to do anything. But here is who absolutely still needs to act. If you are a widow, a widower, or a spouse whose Social Security benefit was previously completely wiped out to zero by that old GPO rule, you probably never even bothered to file for it, right? Why apply for a benefit of $0? Well, because of that, the computer system has absolutely no claim on file to restore. It doesn't even know you're waiting. You have to file a brand new application ASAP to get this money. And the longer you wait, the more limited your retroactive back pay might be.
So if you or your late spouse ever worked a public job that didn't take Social Security taxes out of the paycheck, it is absolutely worth a direct phone call to confirm where you stand. Now, if that's not your situation at all, no worries. This specific rule just isn't yours. But honestly, one of the first four we talked about almost certainly is. So let's bring all this together. What we've looked at today, it's really important to understand this isn't about gaming the system. None of this is some shady loophole or a magic trick. This is literally money you earned. It's your money sitting inside a giant, complicated system that quietly assumes you already know all of its rules. Well, guess what? Now you do know where to look. And more importantly, you know exactly how to advocate for yourself.
Let's do a rapid-fire review of these 5 playbook moves so you have them locked in. Number 1. Hunt down missing years in your earnings record by checking it year by year at SSA.gov. Number 2. If you are widowed, you absolutely must verify that you are being paid the higher survivor benefit, not just your own smaller one. Number 3. If Medicare is suddenly hitting you with a giant Part B surcharge, but your income has recently dropped, go download Form SSA 44 and appeal it immediately. Number 4. Always explicitly ask if you are leaving a spousal, divorced spouse, or retroactive lump sum benefit unclaimed. Make them run the math. And number 5, if you or your spouse worked a public pension job, double-check that your Fairness Act correction actually went through, especially if your benefit was previously wiped out to zero. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, very important question to mull over tonight. Which of these 5 rules is quietly costing you your retirement right now? I want you to think carefully about your own unique situation. Think about your past earnings history, your marital status, and any recent changes to your income. Sit down with your paperwork this week and check. And listen, do me a huge favor. Actually, do 2 things for me. First, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, the next time one of these buried rules changes, you'll hear exactly what it means for your check before a deadline hits, not after it's too late. And second, please share this explainer with another retiree that you care about. There is a very, very real chance that at least one of these 5 things is happening to them right this second, and they have absolutely no idea. Just 5 minutes of your time forwarding this to them could literally be worth hundreds of dollars a month to someone you love. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.